we call back in the day. Back when I didn't even know what to say. Back when I was sitting at lunch with myself, I was looking for help and was thinking about wealth. Yo, thinking about what I can do to get to a point to start on these fools. I had to go and come with a plan and become the man and make all these bands. Yeah. So year after year, working so hard, I grew a whole beard. Streaming all night, recording no fear. The people at school would look at me.
What is going on YouTube? Once again, I'm here back with another video, and for this video we're going to be talking about how the auction house works in NBA Live Mobile. A lot of people have been having so many questions about the auction house. A lot of people were wondering like, yo Buck, why are my auctions not selling? I see a lot of people in the comments saying like, yo, I have this 103 overall card on the auction house, can you guys buy it, blah 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 blah. A lot of people are having questions about the auction house, and I was just looking at the NBA Live Mobile Reddit to see if we had like any new content coming in the future, and then I came across this very good explanation on how the auction house works, and I thought I'd share it with you guys because this is very important for everybody to know, so you guys can figure out how you could sell your cards, and you guys can basically know like the history, you know, regarding the auction house and why everything, you know, came to be as far as the auction house, like why everything changed with the auction house. I played a very big part in the change of the auction house, you know what I'm saying, because of some things that I did in the past. So we're going to take a look at this. I'm going to share this with you guys because it's very important that everybody knows how the auction house works, because you guys need to know how to make coins and sell your cards. So make sure to click that like button, and if you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. So I want to give a huge shout out to Majobsan. I don't know how to pronounce that, bro, but shout out to this guy who put this on here. It is a lot, you know what I'm saying, but it is a very good explanation. So he says, I see a lot of people talking about my card is the cheapest on the market but it won't sell, or please somebody buy my card. So I'm going to go ahead and give those who don't know a brief history and current state of how NBA Live Mobile's auction house works. The auction house from now on works in a peculiar manner so that EA has control over it and not the people in a direct manner. So that basically says that we're not selling cards to each other. You know, back in season 1, we were able to post up a card, and then anybody else that's on the same auction house. Back in season 1, there were 3 different auction houses, all right? There was a server 1, a server 2, and a server 3, all right? Everybody was broken up into a different auction house, okay? Say I was in server 1, all right? If I were to post up a card, everybody in server 1 will be able to see that card that I posted up, all right? Like say I posted up a LeBron James card for 3 mil, all right? If I was on a different account that was server 1 as well, I would be able to go up to an auction house, type in LeBron for 3 mil, and then I would be able to see the card that I posted up, all right? So things are different now. EA has complete control over the auction house. So basically we post it up, EA creates a copy of that card, and then they post up a clone of it, and they basically post it up for a different price. All right, so we're basically not selling cards to each other anymore. EA has complete control over the auction house. All right, so the auction house from now on works in a peculiar manner so that EA has control over it and the people, and not the people in a direct manner. However, before you get mad at EA, there is a reason for this. See, in season 1, the auction house was simple. You put a card in the auction house and people can see it and buy it. When a card sold, you instantly got the coins for it, and you could put any card for any price, all right? Nonetheless, coin selling was very important for the development of the current state. Here's why. From the start, EA did not like coin selling at all because it was done by third-party companies and EA got no cut. Also, people were more inclined to spend less money directly to EA and more with these coin sellers. That was a fact. I played a huge part in coin selling because back in season 1, I was sponsored by a third-party coin selling site. All right, a lot of people were asking me like, yo Buck, why are you not an EA game changer? Why do you not have a burner account? Why don't you have why don't you put out the early footage and all that stuff? And that's why, you know what I'm saying, I promoted a coin seller back in season 1, and that is directly against EA's terms of service. So For that reason, I will never be a game changer. But yeah, basically these third-party coin selling sites, most of them were Chinese. They basically had bots, right? They had robots that generated them a whole bunch of coins, basically. And they had hundreds and millions of coins that they were selling to people. They were basically using EA's game to make tons of money off of it. All right. And it got to a point where coins were 10 cents a mil. All right. So while EA was charging $100 for these bundles, the coin selling websites were charging 10 cents for 1 million coins. So what are you more inclined to buy? Are you going to spend $100 on a bundle and only make like 300K, 400K from it? Or are you going to spend $100 or are you going to spend $10 and get millions upon millions of coins? You know what I'm saying? So it was a huge difference. Like, most people were buying coins compared to people buying packs. All right. Back in season 2, you know, at one point I had like 400 million coins, you know what I'm saying? Because coins were that cheap. All right. So that's the main reason why EA put a stop to it and took over the auction house. EA did not like coin selling at all because it was done by a third-party company, and EA got no cut from it. People were more inclined to buy the coins compared to buying their packs. We now move into season 2 for a reason I can't exactly explain. Coins and the coin selling sites got extremely cheap. The reason why they got extremely cheap because they were just super easy to make. You know what I'm saying? And the coin selling websites, you know, with them lowering, like, there were a bunch of different sites and they were all competing against each other, and you know, whoever had the cheapest rates were going to sell the most coins out of everybody. And the people who had the cheapest rates had the biggest NBA Live mobile YouTubers promoting for them. Like, I was promoting for them, Bobby was promoting for them, MBG, you're fired. Everybody was promoting for the same website basically, and you know, they were selling it at the cheapest, so you know, they were making tons of money from it. But yeah, you could buy 1 mil for 10 cents. That's right, 10 cents. And they had deals like 72 million coins for $30 on sale. So yeah, you know, spending $30, you could get 72 mil, or you could spend $100 and get 500K. Which one are you going to choose? You know what I'm saying? This had a very bad effect on the auction house because now inflation was full blown. Things got so bad that rare cards were selling for 99 mil. That is a fact. If you guys played back early in season 2, they had Team of the Week cards that were like 91s. There was like a James Harden, Klay Thompson, Jimmy Butler. They were all 91s, and they were getting sniped at 99 million coins. These cards were getting sniped. Yes, sniped. People were refreshing the auction house, and then anytime a Team of the Week card popped up, people were buying it instantly for 99 mil. I was one of those people. It was crazy. It was crazy. There were 88 overall cards selling for 80 million, 30 million coins. That's the auction house was ridiculous. Those of you who played back in season 2, you already know. I even did a 200 back in season 2. You guys can look at the video. I made a video doing a 200 million coin shopping spree, and I was buying 90 overall cards. That is unheard of here in season 3. EA has a cap on the auction house. If you guys have not noticed already, you never see cards on the auction house that go for 5 mil. You know what I'm saying? You might see like 4.4 mil, 4.6, but there are no cards on the auction house that are 5 mil or above, because EA has a cap on the auction house that actually made the game a whole lot better, because it makes a lot of these higher overall cards like the 103s, 104s, it makes them a lot more affordable for no money spent players, people who don't open packs and all that stuff. It makes it to where you can afford a lot more stuff and you can easily build a team a lot better, compared to season 2 when you had to spend 90 something mil for a good card. You know what I'm saying? To remedy this, EA introduced a middleman, a bot that controlled the prices and had caps on cards, both minimum and maximum. This bot cut out the coin sellers for the most part and had to restore some order to the auction house, because now cards had to be put for the value the EA bot decided, or else they wouldn't appear on the auction house. So what this means is that you can only post cards for a certain price. If you don't post it within that price, minimum price and maximum price, then they just simply would not appear on the auction house. A lot of people complain that their card isn't being sold, and that is probably because it's not being showed on the auction house, because it is not put, you know, in the specific parameters that EA set. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this carried out to the current season 3. The only way you know what the bot determines as an acceptable price for a card to appear in the auction house is to look on the auction house for the card you want to sell or similar overalls and see what its average minimum bid is, as well as its buy now. And you can now have an idea of what you could post the price for. If you put a card for less than the minimum bid of the overall of the card that you're posting, it will not appear on the auction house. So basically, say you were trying to sell a 101 overall Westbrook, all right, and you see that the minimum bid is at like 200k, the average minimum bid is around 200k, then you want to keep the price at around that, all right, because if you go significantly under that, it's not going to pop up on the auction house. And if you go significantly over that, then it's not going to pop up. All right, basically how you sell your cards is you want to see about how much they're going for, and then you want to keep it in that realm. All right, you want to keep it in that, you know, space, because if you go significantly over that, if you go significantly under that, then it's not even going to pop up on the auction house, and people are not even going to see it. All right, so you want to keep the prices around how much they're going for if you want to sell your cards. I recently just did a selling my bench video, and I sold a lot of cards that way. You know what I'm saying? Another good tip that you could use is you could put a bid at 101, and then you could put the buy now at like 100k. Like say you were selling, like how I sold, like I had a lot of 94s, like 94s and belows on my bench, and I basically just put it at 101 bid and 100k buy now, and I sold a lot of them that way. So if you don't feel like looking up the price of all of your cards that are like not going for a lot of coins, then I recommend just putting a 101 bid and 100k buy now, and then that's an easy way to sell your cards like that. Now that you have an idea of the prices at which a card sells, when you post the card for the acceptable price, a clone is created of that card that you posted. When you go to the auction house and bid on a card, you are bidding on the clone, not the actual card that somebody posted. Like I said, EA controls the market. You are not selling to each other. This is the main reason why I can't do like back in season 1 during my live streams, I would do a lot of snipe aways. All right, I would basically have tons of cards on my bench, and I would post them all up for like 10k, and then you guys were able to buy them and then sell them for profit. You know, I basically did that a lot for my live streams. I also did a lot of coin giveaways on my live streams back in season 1, where like I would tell you guys to post up a card for a certain price, and then I would look up that certain price on the auction house, and then I would buy a lot of random ones, and that's basically how you guys would get the coins. But now, since EA controls the market, we are not selling from player to player, we're selling from player to EA. All right, and then EA creates a clone of your card and then posts up the clone. All right, so EA is buying your card, not another person. They basically buy your card and then duplicate the card and then repost it on the auction house for a different price, basically like that. When you go to the auction house and bid on a card, you're bidding on the clone, not the actual card somebody posted. The problem is that there is no way of knowing exactly what the maximum or minimum price for is for any specific card you want to post, so that it is in the range for a clone that Wait, hold on, let me read that again. The problem is that there is no way of knowing exactly what the maximum or minimum price is for any specific card you want to post, so that it is in the range for a clone to actually appear on the auction house and have a chance for it to be sold, and inherently gives you the possibility of selling your card. You have to look at your auction house and try to get an idea. Also, when you post a card on the auction house, the clone is created by the bot, never has the exact same values as the card you posted. So yeah, like I said, when the bot creates a clone, all right, it's not going to be the exact same price that you put. It's going to be different, all right? It's going to be a different price. They're going to replicate the card and post it up for a different price. Usually it lowers the starting bid and raises the buy now from what you originally posted. That means you have to keep that in mind when posting a card, to know that you still have to try to be in that range of what is acceptable for the clone to appear and actually sell in the auction house. The reason why most cards do not sell right now, other than posting them for values that result in them not appearing in auction house, is that most cards are so easy to get for the majority who have been playing for at least several months, that most people aren't interested on buying the cards that are average, at least for the price the bot determined it was acceptable. So what this means is that people, like, this game is so grindable, you know what I'm saying? It is very easy to get these high overall cards. Every single campaign gives you at least, like, for the second chance campaign, like, people are getting these 104s just from grinding every day. From each 3v3 campaign, people are getting the cards. I've seen people who've been playing for just a month and have over 100 overall teams. So what this means is that nobody's going to be looking on the auction house for a 94. All right, nobody's going to be looking to buy an 88 overall card. Like, what are they going to need an 88 overall for? So this is the main reason why cards are not selling. Like, the weaker cards that people are trying to get rid of, that are sitting on their bench, the reason why they're not really selling is because nobody just wants them. You know, it's just plain and simple. Nobody wants to buy a 90 overall unless it's like day one, unless they're just hopping on a game and just trying to build a team right off the bat. You know, like, nobody's just trying to buy the 94s that you put out. They're just simply too weak compared to the 101s that are selling for like 100K. You know what I'm saying? So for example, 100 overall Hayward, the minimum bid the bot will let a clone appear is for around 200K starting bid. The problem is that most people wouldn't pay that for him, or would rather get a better card for that amount. So 100 Haywards won't sell unless a miracle happens. That's a nice name, by the way, Miracle. Unless a miracle happens and or someone bids on your clone for no reason, and still the bot might even... Wait, what? So 100 Haywards won't sell unless a miracle happens and or someone bids on your clone for no reason, and still the bot might not even give you the coins. To add to the auction house system, there are 3 sets of auction houses. So there are still 3 auction houses. I know that because I've been since season 1, and at the point I bought coins in season 2. However, right now there's no way of knowing which auction house you are in by yourself. Yeah, exactly. So back in season 1, you were able to check to see what auction house you were in. There's like this certain thing, there's this certain filter on the auction house that you had to look up to basically tell what auction house you are in. In season 3, you are unable to tell which auction house you are in unless you've been playing since season 1 and you have the same account from season, like me, my season 1 account was banned. All right, I've had my account season 1, season 2. My season 1 account was banned in season 2 for buying coins. But yeah, back in season 1, my account was server 2. So say I still had my account from season 1 now, here in season 3, that account would be server 2. I would know that that account is server 2. And say I had a friend that, like, say me and my friend like looked up a card on the auction house, right? And the same cards popped up on both of our auction houses. We would know that we were both in the same auction house. And since I know that I was season 2, he would also be season 2, or auction house 2, my bad. So we would be in the same auction house, and since I know I was in auction house 2, he will be in auction house 2 as well, if that makes sense. So the only way to know what auction house you are in is if you're from the same account that you had in season 1 and you remember what auction house you were in back in season 1. All right, I hope that makes sense. The only tip I can give to help those who are having trouble selling cards for what they appear in an auction house is to try to see if you can trick the bot by putting a bid on the card by posting them for 100 or 101 starting bid and 99 million buy now. I use this trick a lot to sell my cards. Just put 101 bid and then put a high price at buy now, and then just hope that somebody bids on your card. This might help for it to sell for something, although it is not a guarantee that you will get what you wanted for that. What you will get what you wanted or that it sells. I hope this helps and gives good people an idea of how the auction house works and its current state. But yeah, man, huge shout out to this guy for putting this out here, man. I hope I explained everything, because I knew a lot of this already, but a lot of this I didn't really know. But yo, I hope that I explained everything to where everybody can understand it. If you guys have any questions, definitely leave them in the comment section below. Let me know how you guys feel about the auction house. Have you guys been able to sell some cards? I've been able to sell cards, thankfully. You know, I've been able to make some coins off of the packs that I've been opening. Have you guys been able to sell cards? Let me know down in the comments below. So yeah, man, if you guys enjoyed this video, as always, click that like button and subscribe if you guys are new. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to have notifications on, because if you guys want to see firsthand information for new content or anything like that, this channel is the channel for you. You know what I'm saying? I do have the NBA Live mobile Reddit link down in the comment section below, or down in the description. Make sure you guys download the Reddit app and follow the NBA Live mobile Reddit so that you guys can see a lot of this important information. You know, definitely helps out. You can see the sneak peek of new promos the day before it drops. I definitely recommend checking out the NBA Live mobile Reddit. That is down in the description. Also, follow my social medias. My Instagram and Twitter are both down below in the description if you guys also want to see some firsthand news. All right, so yep, drop a like on this video, subscribe if you guys are new, and y'all know the slogan, screw the haters. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
I would go back in the day, back when I didn't even know what to say. Back when I was sitting at lunch with myself, I was looking for help and was thinking about wealth. Yo, think about what I can do to get to a point to start on these fools. I had to go and come with a plan and become the man and make all these bands. Yeah. So year after year, working so hard, I grew a whole beard. Streaming all night, recording no fear. The people at school would look at me.